Namaskar. Hello and welcome to PGurus channel. I'm your host Sree Iyer. Joining me today is JVC Sreeram after a hiatus, and we are going to be talking about three important things. One is, of course, Congress in Karnataka, then Maharashtra elections, as well as Jammu and Kashmir elections. We're going to be touching upon that too. Let's welcome JVC Sreeram. Sreeram, namaskar and welcome to PGurus channel.
Namaskar, namaskar. A pleasure.
JVC, I thought there was an, excuse me, something is stuck. There was an agreement between Siddha and DKS that after 2.5 years, DKS would become the CM. What is the status on that?
There was no formal agreement, or for that matter, what do you say? Anything which was disclosed to the public. It was just probably an arrangement which 𝗣𝗂𝘂𝘁𝘀 supporters probably leaked to the media. There was nothing official which came from the Congress handle. Neither did Mr. Siddharamaiah share that when the arrangement took place, when Mallikarjuna Kharge brokered a deal between 𝗣𝗂𝘂𝘁𝘂 and Siddharamaiah, and we never know what is the deal. Because I was very active at that point in time, and I was covering that story. 𝗣𝗂𝘂𝘁𝘂𝘁 and Siddharamaiah were not seeing eye to eye. They were both traveling to Delhi, but it took 3 to 4 days time because the results came on Saturday. But it was only on Thursday early morning that the deal was brokered by Mallikarjuna Kharge, and then it was done. So I do not expect Siddharamaiah to so easily step down, because the MLAs are basically, he has control over the MLAs there. And also, he has ensured the defeat of DK who is a powerful leader in the Bangalore rural constituency, who happens to be the brother of 𝗣𝗂𝘂𝘁𝘂. So, all in all, Siddharamaiah is an old fox. He is not going to leave the throne so easily. However, there are a lot of troubles which are being created internally by the Congress leaders themselves. And I can also tell you, one more source tells me that a lot of contractors in Karnataka are extremely unhappy with this regime. You know pretty well this 40% commission which was propagated, no base, no evidence, but 40% pay CM, all those campaign went on, and they tried to use the contractors. Now the same contractors are up in arms against the Congress government, because most of the plum contract deals are going to contractors coming from Haryana. And the payments are being made on priority to those contractors from Haryana. And Haryana elections are round the corner. And there is somebody who has not been able to win a seat either for Rajya Sabha or for Assembly or for Lok Sabha. He's also aspiring to be the Chief Minister. And he also happens to be the in charge of Karnataka. So I leave it to your conclusion, Mr. Iyer.
Sir, a couple of things. I don't know who the person you are mentioning, but I'll ask you a different question. Whatever you said, that contractors from Haryana are being given the contracts in Karnataka, a similar charge was laid at the doorstep of Yogi Adityanath, saying that most of the works that's being done in Uttar Pradesh is being given to contractors from Gujarat.
Yeah. So I don't know whether it was done on a quid pro basis, but here it's talking about a quid pro basis. In fact, I also know pretty well that Himachal Pradesh, when certain things were happening in Himachal Pradesh between 2017 and 22, and there was some big projects happening. I have a few people who are neutral observers in Himachal Pradesh who also mentioned the same thing, that a lot of contracts had been awarded to Gujarat, not just because of any corrupt deal or quid pro deal, but they probably understand what the center wants better than that of these. So these things, any state, whether it's a BJP ruled state or the Congress ruled state, when contracts are given to outsiders, obviously the local business community gets affected. This is something which we in fact, Pondicherry was lost by BJP because of contracts being given to outsiders. And Pondicherry being such a small union territory, and you will have a few contractors, and they were also deprived of many of these things. So this is not something which is a Congress only thing. But Congress here we are talking about is a gentleman has been laughing his way to the bank because of certain contracts, is what I have been unofficially told by many people. I don't want to name the person.
Thank you.
I leave it to the imagination of people.
No. Please finish that last line. I spoke over you. I'm sorry.
I leave it to the imagination of our viewers.
Now, you said something that I didn't quite catch. You said somebody who is now the chief of Congress in state chief of Congress in Karnataka. He's the one who's candidate. Is it by any chance Mallikarjun Kharge's son?
No. We are talking about Haryana politician who had interest in Karnataka, belonging to the Congress party. He is the third runner for the CM post. He is assuming himself to be a third runner. Obviously, Uddhavs are the number one. Kumari Selaja, who belongs to the Dalit community, is number two. And there is a third Jat leader who is emerging, who has connections with Karnataka. And obviously, he has been one of the beneficiaries of those contracts.
So this is for Haryana, I understand. Yeah. So now, yesterday, DK-SIDdaRamaiyah said that we have no choice but to raise water rates. And he is actually accusing the people of something. And I have a slide deck to show what are all the claims and what really happened. Can we have that slide deck, please? Okay, while we get that thing up, what do you think is going to happen in Karnataka? I think Kharge also wants to become CM there. Mallikarjun or his son?
I don't think Priyank is, he'll be pushing for Priyank, but probably Mallikarjun Kharge himself at the last stage, because it's 1.5 years over now. Not even 1.5 years over. It is 1 year and say probably 3 months. June, July, August, 3 months is over. 15 months are over. So I think after 36 or 40 months, there would be definitely an aspiration from Mallikarjun Kharge to finish his career on his eye. That is what I'm also hearing. So it's a lot of troubled waters. There are too many aspirants. They're not happy. At the same time, there are too many MLAs who are there who have to be accommodated. And there is also a lot of people who hold the cabinet rank without being in the cabinet, being the secretary or whatever honorary positions they've got. So, and Karnataka, mind you, in month of June, Karnataka government increased the fuel prices by increasing their own taxes. So, Karnataka government has been in a disarray ever since they formed because the guarantees were given. That should be the good, talking point for BJP in the other states where the elections are coming up. But I really do not know whether they're going to focus on that and put it across.
So this is the thing. It's rather brazen the way he has gone about saying it. He says, citizens are ungrateful. If they don't get water, they will abuse us, call us and put messages on WhatsApp. Let the media and opposition abuse us. I am bound to increase the water tariff. They can criticize or protest. I won't stop. The board is not able to pay power bills and employee salaries. We will increase the tariff. So here, if you look at step 1, step 2, step 3, Karnataka Congress government offers freebies. Number 2, it bankrupts the economy. Number 3, it can't afford salaries or pay bills. Number 4, it raises tariffs on basic amenities. And number 5, calls citizens ungrateful. Who is the ungrateful here, JVC? I think he is referring to himself.
Yeah, obviously, the most unfortunate thing is his own stronghold, Bangalore rural constituency, his brother lost. So what he's actually saying is that you guys, and in Mysore, old Mysore region, in many of the seats, BJP and JDS won. So he's calling ungrateful basically because he has lost his hold as far as the elections are concerned in the Lok Sabha elections. They expected around 20 seats from for the Congress party, but they did not come. And also there's one more way of bringing in some kind of dissidence against Siddaramaiah. So let's face it, Mr. Iyer, that water charges have not been increased for the last 15 years. He is right in his one thing. But the point is, who asked him to offer that kind of freebies where development works had to stop, where you had to increase the fuel price? How did you come to power? You came to power because in every booth you kept a gas cylinder, LPG gas cylinder, and you did puja for it. You showed that the inflation has gone high. Now, who is raising tariffs? So, this is a kind of a, what do I say? A very dirty politics is being played out here. You come to power based on two things: increase in price and corruption, unproven allegations of 40% commission. And unfortunately, I should tell you at this point of time, I'm not trying to blow my own trumpet. Many of the leaders picked it up. It was I who first said, Rajiv Gandhi, who spoke about 85% commission, because he said in Orissa in 1980s that if I spend 1 rupee, only 15 paisa reaches the beneficiary and 85 paisa goes. So how can an 85% commissions party accuse a government of 40% commission, which is unproven. But unfortunately, it was late in the day and it was not taken well, as a result of which BJP lost the election. But I think Congress is putting Karnataka in a very deep trouble. And that's what I can say.
Sir, I am putting myself in DK Shivkumar's shoes. This is the last question on Karnataka, and then we'll move on to Maharashtra. I'm putting myself in DK Shivkumar's shoes. I finance the entire Bharat Jodo Yatra. I don't know how much of Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra also I have to bear on my shoulders. I finance the elections in Telangana. I finance the elections in Karnataka. I finance the elections in Lok Sabha elections in Andhra Pradesh, probably Assembly also. And all I get is a small crumb called Deputy Chief Minister, which has no powers. Come on now. I need something more than that. Why would he not be saying that?
Definitely, yes. I 100% agree. In fact, I empathize with DK Shivkumar, because I think he has been a single most reason. In fact, I do not know. I made a comment saying that DK Shivkumar must be made the super CM of Telangana and that of Karnataka, while Siddaramaiah and Revant Reddy continue to be the CM, because that is the kind of influence he had on the electorate both in Telangana and in Karnataka. And I do not know, is he going to fund Maharashtra election or not. I don't think he's going to fund Maharashtra election, because I think he's going to probably watch the entire thing, watch the entire game playing out. But I think he must be the man who's be really, really annoyed and telling himself that what have I done to myself? I'm in a place where I would not like to be, and nobody would like to be, because he's not going to become the CM in the coming months. That is for sure.
And also, I have to tell you guys that DK Shivkumar also arranged for shoring up, I think, Rajasthan MPs or MLAs or Gujarat MLAs, I think.
Gujarat MLAs in a resort.
When Ahmed Patel's Rajya Sabha seat was dangling by a thin thread, I think BJP made a mistake. They should have sent somebody other than the person they sent to make sure that their candidate will win. They made a mistake there. They never learned that. Anyway, that's all okay. Water under the bridge. Now let's go to Maharashtra. Viewers, you can understand who I said there. JVC knows. Next question, sir. Maharashtra. Maharashtra is a tough nut to crack for BJP, just like Haryana is another tough nut to crack. I mean, they manage, but they just come short. They never seem to get the simple majority even by BJP itself. I'm not talking about any coalition. Today, they are in coalition. Looks like Ajit Pawar is in looking out, or is he in looking in? Your thoughts?
I think he's in. What I would be worried about is MLAs are going to be in or not. Because Ajit Pawar derives his power from the MLAs which he is holding. He has got around 16 MLAs who can win on their own. And I expect him, if he performs well, he can get up to 16 to 24 MLAs. Provided those MLAs are going to stay with him till the elections are over. Okay? So this is a very important point which I'm making. I've been making this point for the last 2 months, saying that Ajit Pawar's value is not known to many people. He brings in a lot of things in a Vidhan Sabha election. He may not bring a lot of value into a Lok Sabha election, and that is the reason why he contested in less number of seats. He did not even seek a lot of seats. But in a Lok Sabha election, in an assembly election, he wields enormous power because he controls the largest region in Maharashtra. Maharashtra can be divided into 5 different states. Vidarbha is one, Northern Maharashtra, a small portion, is another, Marathwada is third, and then Mumbai, Thane, Konkan region is 4, and Western Maharashtra is 5. Western Maharashtra has got 70 seats, and apart from that, in Nasik region of Northern Maharashtra, also Ajit Pawar has got hold. His MLAs have got hold. So, and Nashik district itself has got around 15 MLAs. So, as a result of which, Ajit Pawar, for all the things, you can accuse him, you can tell him about corruption and all those stuff. Does he bring political value to the table? Yes. Does he bring electoral clout to the table? Yes, provided his MLAs stay with him. Because of the MLAs, because there is a lot of contest happening. Let me tell you, there is a lot of contest happening, and there are a lot of people, BJP leaders are also leaving. Turncoat, some of them who came into BJP are leaving because they know pretty well that Ajit Pawar will get anywhere between 45 to 50 seats, maybe even up to 55 seats it might go. And that would come in Western Maharashtra, that would come in Northern Maharashtra, and some in probably in Thane Konkan region, and as a result of which slowly some of them are leaving. Some of them leaving are good, some of them not leaving are not so good. But Maharashtra is an evolving piece. We are discussing today. We have a lot more to discuss in Maharashtra. I have to show to our viewers how Maharashtra is one. Because Maharashtra since 1990 has not thrown a single larger or a majority. A single party having majority last happened probably 35 years ago. So understand the significance of Maharashtra politics. I'm using a diagram called radar diagram here to tell you how elections were won in 2014. Now you can go, I'll give you the exact page numbers, use those pages only. Please, rest of the things maybe could be confidential. Yeah, I wanted to go to page number 7 first. Page number 7. Yeah. So what does this diagram show, Mr. Iyer, is this diagram shows when you have multiple parties contesting in multiple regions, what is the penetration which happens. So if you look at it, on the top is northern Maharashtra, on the right side of mine or to the viewers is middle is Vidarbha, right bottom is Marathwada, where it is bordering with Telangana. Then you have western Maharashtra, which borders with Karnataka. Then you have Thane Konkan region, which is probably near Goa. And then you have Mumbai region. Now, how did BJP do in 2014? I'm going to show 3 diagrams here, 2014, 2019, and then 2009. Why I'm coming to 2009 in the last, there is a reason behind it, I'll tell you. Now, if you look at it, BJP outperformed in Vidarbha. Now, this is something extremely significant. Out of the 62 seats, in fact, there is nobody who is even near to BJP in Vidarbha. You can't see any other color. The blue color or the yellow color, nothing can be seen. It is all painted saffron. They won 44 out of the 62 seats, or each party contested separately in 2014 for the benefit of our viewers. Now you look at Marathwada. In Marathwada, Shiv Sena is coming a little close, and here too, BJP had won 15 out of the 46, and not a kind of domination which they showed at Vidarbha. Now let's come to Western Maharashtra. Surprisingly, even in Western Maharashtra, BJP had performed exceedingly well, and this is something which is surprising.
1 second, JVC. Can you slide it down so that we go to the table here, please?
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Sir,
now, if you see, even in Mumbai region, it is the BJP which had done exceedingly well, winning 15 seats. In fact, NCP did not open the account, and Congress won 5. Now, the reason why BJP was able to cross 120 seats, which resulted in they forming the government, is because they outperformed in Vidarbha. They performed exceedingly well in Mumbai region, and also to a large extent they were able to do well even in northern Maharashtra. Now I would request our friend to take us to page number 9. Why BJP was stopped at 105? Because 105 it stopped at. Now if you look at it, in Vidarbha,
this is 2019. Sorry.
2019.
This is 2019. Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Now if you look at it, in Vidarbha, BJP had lost 15 seats compared to 2009 because they also gave seats to Shiv Sena. If I'm right, they gave 12 seats to Shiv Sena, of which they won only 4. Now look at Western Maharashtra. How NCP, in fact, NCP had done brilliantly in Western Maharashtra, which resulted in 54 seats. And also, if you look at it, in Mumbai region, BJP continues to do well. Now, this is very important. So, but why BJP was stopped at 105? Why it could not go to 120? Because of non-performance in Vidarbha. When I say non-performance, losing 15 seats in Vidarbha, and Western Maharashtra, NCP coming back in a big way. And more importantly, Marathwada, they were not able to go further. Now, when people come and ask me, or probably when people say BJP is taking people like Ashok Chavan into the fold, basically because the reason is Marathwada, after Gopinath Monde's death, They were not able to have a great leader in Marathwada. That is the reason why they had to bring somebody like Ashok Chauhan. Now, let us look at 2009. What page number 4?
Sir, one second before we go to 2009. One second, sir. One second.
Yeah, sure.
I look at the map, right? End of the day, 161 seats for BJP and Shiv Sena combined. And Shiv Sena, even though they contest the same number of seats, right?
Yeah.
It was like more or less 144 for each. Isn't it?
No, not 144. In fact, Shiv Sena, I can tell you how much they contested. They contested in 112, if I'm right. They contested in 124 seats. BJP 165, 124. Strike rate, you see only 44%.
Yeah.
Look at the strike rate of BJP.
Yeah. So right. So the strike rate is low. The thing that people keep saying is that the alliance broke because BJP said it would not appoint Uddhav Thackeray as the chief minister. Again, there are some conflicting results. I'll just tell you what I heard in various conversations here. One of the things I heard was that before the elections, before the Lok Sabha, because this agreement was for Lok Sabha and following assembly elections, Amit Shah had promised that 2.5 years, Shiv Sena will be in power, BJP will be in power. After the elections, after the results, they see that Shiv Sena has underperformed. Uddhav Thackeray says that BJP reneged on its promise, even though I asked for the second part of the 5 years, latter 2.5 years. Even that they were not agreeable, which is why I broke the alliance and MVA is formed. What is, according to you, the truth?
The truth of the matter is that Shiv Sena had already colluded with Sharad Pawar even before the elections were over. I think a deal was stitched. This is my hypothesis. I will tell you the reason why. The deal was to ensure that if BJP gets to 120 plus seats, there is no way that you can stop BJP from forming the government. So if I look at, because seat by seat I have analyzed, it's very confidential document, so that's the reason why I'm not going to share with you. Seat by seat I have analyzed 2014 to 2019, 2024 Lok Sabha election. If you look at it, BJP was given certain seats which they should not have taken at all. Like, say, let's take the case of Malegaon Central. We'll come to that a little later also. Okay. Now, where BJP could hardly muster 2,000 votes. Now, and as a result of which in Western Maharashtra, Shiv Sena cross-worked against BJP, making them to lose certain seats, as a result of which, in fact, that is the reason why, if I go back to the table, how many seats did NCP get? NCP got just 54 seats. But do you know, after the election results were over, the subsequent day, Supriya Sule was talking to media as if they won the election. What does it mean? I hope you're able to understand what I'm saying, and the viewers will also be able to understand what I'm saying. A deal was stitched much before.
So she said that she did a Rahul Gandhi.
Yeah. She said, we are extremely happy with our performance.
Go ahead, please.
What's happening here? Because you won 54 seats and you're talking as if you won the election. And that is when I realized that this whole thing is done. But now let's come to a very important point, Mr. Iyer, because if I can move on. Now, what is the hope for? Yeah. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Now, all I wanted to ask you was, we still have to look at the 2009 numbers, and then we can go look forward. I think you wanted to make a point about 2009 also. I just want to tell you.
2009 is what Congress is believing that it can repeat in 2024. That is the reason why it is extremely important to show our viewers 2009. Because this is what they believe they can repeat. And page number 4, if I can ask your friend to take us through. Now look at what, let's show the diagram also, Look at the Congress penetration. Bring a little down, Look at, enough. Little up. Let's first look at the diagram. Perfect. Now look at the Congress performance in Vidarbha. Look at the Congress performance in Marathwada. Look at the performance of NCP in Western Maharashtra. And look at the Congress performance in Mumbai. Now, if you see in Vidarbha, again, BJP, pre-Modi era, still BJP is number 2 there. So there is still hope. But this is the hope of Congress party, that it will continue to do well in Vidarbha, it will continue to do well in Marathwada, NCP Sharad Pawar will continue to do well in Western Maharashtra, and in Mumbai region, Shiv Sena UBT would do well. And now if you look at the table, this is the hope they have. If I can go down, please. If Sandeep can, yeah. Now this is the hope that they have. But here lies the problem. Congress was able to win 82 seats out of 170 because they contested in 171. This time they cannot contest in 171. NCP could win 62 seats because it contested in 112. It cannot contest in 112. And Shiv Sena contested in 60 seats, 160 seats and just 145. Look at their strike rate. Now, the whole problem will be in seat sharing for the Maha Vikas Aghadi. This is what they want to repeat. And what BJP has to do? It has to reasonably do well in Vidarbha, should not lose badly. It has to reasonably do well in Western Maharashtra. Thane Konkan region, Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde and BJP will do exceedingly well. Mumbai, BJP will continue to perform better. Northern Maharashtra, they will do well. And in Western Maharashtra, they should hope that with Ajit Pawar, things come to the table. But everything depends upon the seat sharing. And I will just, this is a seat sharing. I'm going to give you the seat sharing numbers also. Expected seat sharing numbers. If this is, I'll give you the page number. You can.
While you look it up, just give me 1 second.
Yeah.
While you look it up, viewers, if you have not liked this video, please like it. JVC and I tried to actually do it in a more scientific way. Because of some technical reasons, we could not do it. So we're doing our best to give you a heads up. This is not an easy state. If you have also seen Mohan Sunti's analysis of Maharashtra, that came yesterday, part 2 of his analysis, you will see what JVC is echoing here, that Ajit Pawar is an essential cog in the NDA to win. It's not going to win otherwise. Maharashtra, if it has to have a chance to win, Ajit Pawar has to be part of that. He has to pull his weight and perhaps even punch above his weight. Back to you, JVC.
Page number 24, because this is going to be the important one. Just project the page number 24 for us. 24, yeah. Page number 24, if you can go down. Yeah, right. Yeah, this page, exactly.
That's
now,
it.
This is what I say. This is what they say. This is the ideal scenario for the parties to contest based on their strength. But it is a known fact that the smaller parties would demand for a greater number of seats. The alliance which deviates more from these numbers would be a disadvantage. I'll give you 10%. When I say 167 for BJP, it can go down to probably 152. When I say Shiv Sena 71, it can go up to 80. For NCP, it can go up to 50. So rest of the things, 50, 52. Now, Maga UT, if this is the shape and the number, it will fight very well. Because Maharashtra is based on arithmetic more than the chemistry. Each party has to perform in its stronghold very well. So BJP, what it does is, when it contests in 160 seats, it gives an opportunity to go at a strike rate of 50, which will take it to 80 seats. And on a good day, it can go up to 90, 95 seats also, which is what Times Now Matrix is projecting. Now, same way, let us look at what MVA should do, because it's not just BJP. It's what should Maha Vikas Aghadi do. Congress should be the driver of this alliance. You know, Congress has to contest in more than 110 seats, 105 to 110 seats. If it goes below 105, this alliance would be at the danger of losing. Shiv Sena Uddhav Thackeray cannot go beyond 90. NCP Sharad Pawar would be happy with 75 to 80 seats. This is how the alliance should look like. Now you can close it and then we can discuss further.
No, stay there. I have one question.
Yeah.
How can Congress expect 116 seats, Sreeram? They have not done that well. You go back to 2019, whatever the slide number was for 2019. I'll ask you that question. I'll play the devil's advocate. 2019, please. What was the slide number for 2019? 2019.
9.
Slide number 9. Yeah. Go down, go down, go down. Yeah, stop there, stop there, stop there. No, stop there. Yeah, thank you. So I will ask you, look at Congress. Congress performed third in the MVA. If you look at those three numbers, Congress performed third. And did Ashok Chavan leave before these elections or after these elections?
Ashok Chavan left after this election was over. He just left in
So it's going to be decimated even more. My dear man, I am saying there is no way they will get 116 seats. Sharad Pawar is too canny a guy to give them 116 seats to contest. I'm just saying.
Because at the end of the day, Northern Maharashtra, Congress has its own strongholds. NCP has its own strongholds. UBT does not have many strongholds. Vidarbha, it is a Congress which has to fight against the BJP. It is a fight between BJP and Congress. Marathwada, each party has got its own presence. In Western Maharashtra, it is the NCP Sharad Pawar who has to take on the Magayoti. Thane Konkan region, Congress has probably a very less, if you see itself, only 2 seats. And in Mumbai region, they have some of the strongholds like, Dharavi, Manchkur, Shivaji Nagar, so those kind of places. Now, in Vidarbha, Congress is the one which has to do the heavy lifting like they did in 2024 Lok Sabha elections. So, if they do not contest in 116 seats, because they do not have, INC is bigger than NCP, is the truth of the matter. Because I'm talking about in a whole state. That is the reason why even in 2019, who contested in more number of seats? Because on a good day, because what they're expecting is there is a kind of an anti-incumbency against the Modi government. There is anti-incumbency against the local Magayuti government. And I'm talking about what Congress feels. And they feel they should be able to do well in the Vidarbha region and Marathwada region. Because they contested in 166 seats in 2019. They won only 44 because they are the ones who have the people. It's not Uddhav Thackeray. It is not Sharad Pawar. In Vidarbha, they hold the aces.
Viewers, I think we've got a fairly good understanding. We may have the same thing repeat a few times before the actual election. Remember, Maharashtra dates are not announced yet. So there is so much lifting going on even before the dates are announced.
I have something. I have last one. I don't know whether you got the Dhule Lok Sabha seats.
Yeah. We have that. We'll show you that. Yes, we're bringing it up. There you go.
Because so you see, Maharashtra, you may think that BJP has underperformed and Congress has overperformed. But if you look at it, in terms of the seats, they won probably 31 Lok Sabha seats, Maha Vikas Aghadi. But when you translate it into assembly segments, I have this slide for each and every Lok Sabha seat. If you translate into assembly segment, Maha Vikas Aghadi won 154. Maga UT won 128. It was a much closer election than what you imagine. You take the case of Dhule Lok Sabha seat, 5 assembly segments won by NDA. 1 assembly segment won by Congress. But Lok Sabha seat won by Congress. How is it happening? Dhule Rural. What is the difference by year? 1,40,000, 76,000. Dhule City, 93,000, 88,000, 5,000. Sinkedia, 1,11,000, 68,000, nowhere nearby. Malegaon Central, I'll come to it later. Malegaon Outer, 1,27,000, 72,000, almost 55,000. Baglan, 78,000, 1,01,000. Right? Now, but in one assembly segment, Malegaon Central, Maha Vikas Aghadi gets 1,98,869 votes. BJP candidate gets 4,542 votes. Why? Because Muslim population is 2,17,859, which is 76.8%. by leading in one assembly segment, they pocketed the entire Lok Sabha seat. That is the reason why I am saying 2024 Vidhan Sabha is going to be different from 2024 Lok Sabha.
JVC, let me play the devil's advocate here. You know what happened in Malegaon Central? There are booths where the BJP or the NDA got Shunya, Aryabhatta votes.
Yeah.
Okay. That tells you that the person who was manning the booth on behalf of the BJP, himself or herself, and the rest of that family voted against their own party.
But
yes or
unfortunately, no? Unfortunately, Mr. Iyer, look at what BJP had got in 2019 in the same segment. Because the demography is extremely against the party. That's what I'm saying. Why on earth Shiv Sena would give this seat to BJP in 2019, and why would they accept to fight? Who was in charge of Maharashtra? Who was in charge of Nashik district? Some uncomfortable question has to be asked. Because in 2019, you did not contest. On how many votes Shiv Sena got? 1,375. The demography is not in favor of you. I can understand in other places. So this was the playbook of 2024. If you understood 2024, this is the reason why BJP underperformed, NDA underperformed, because it's like US elections. You win majority of seats in a state, you pocket the entire state. You lead in one assembly segment, but such a big lead that you pocket the entire Lok Sabha. Is that the right comparison? Like how, Democrats.
JVC, I can tell you one thing. इतनी भी नफरत ठीक नहीं है हमारे मुसलमान भाइयों बहनों को. क्या किया मोदी ने आपके लिए? इतना आपको उस पर इतना घृणा है, गुस्सा है. What has it done for you? So bad that you have to, do you understand who you voted for? Somebody who is a rabid, or in your views, a Hindutva guy. And what is it that you have so much jalan against Modi and BJP, guys? Go and live for 2 days in Pakistan and another 2 days in Bangladesh. That was your plan B, right? Or maybe your plan A. You can see what life is. I mean, akal घुटनों पे आ गई है आपकी अकल. That's all I can say. You are thinking with your feet, not with your brain. Sir, I'm telling you, whatever has happened there, Sreeram, it is not something by luck that UPA, whatever that ND dot alliance won. Careful numbers have been crunched for 5 years. JVC, I'm telling you, 5 years. Now I have reliable data. There is a group that got split out from Cambridge Analytica and has been working in India. I won't mention the name of the place from where they are working, but you can guess that it is somewhere very close to Maharashtra. And they have actually sliced and diced and diced and sliced. The whole thing was planned very carefully. And this is the best they can do. But the problem is every 5 years or every 3 years, whenever we come back with another election, there's always going to be a challenge of what is going to be the demographic change. So, JVC, that's my next question. I don't know. I've lost your picture, JVC. Can you hear me?
I think the power is just gone, and it should be back immediately.
Okay. No problem. So if you're still tuned in, that's okay. If you have a slide that will tell us the 2019 to 2024 demographic change, are there any surprises there for the NDA?
See, when I say demographic change, what has happened is a section of SC, ST votes, which used to come to BJP in 2024 had gone. Now, what Magha Vikas Aghadi or India Alliance? But what has happened is a section of SC and also ST, because ST votes in Madhya Pradesh, ST votes in Chhattisgarh, ST votes in Telangana had come to BJP. But ST votes in Maharashtra, ST votes to a large extent in Rajasthan, and in some belt in Jharkhand had gone to India Alliance. Now, this is something which they need to take care of, because this is the big takeaway as far as 2024 is concerned. They need to reach out to scheduled tribes. Demographic change is happening. demographic change is happening because Chhattisgarh also demographic change is happening, Jharkhand demographic change is happening, Telangana demographic change is happening, Maharashtra demographic change is happening. It is a work in progress. You know pretty well in Jayanagar there are 60,000 Muslims. 𝗣𝗚𝗏 looks more like old city. 𝗣𝗚𝗏 of Bangalore doesn't look like anymore Bangalore. It looks like the another version of Hyderabad's old city.
Look, these are all illegals, many of them. You have to go about systematically, flushing them out, at least strip them of their voting rights.
Yeah.
There are so many things. I have a big disappointment with the Election Commission of India. These incompetent nincompoops have not put out a white paper on how badly they managed or mismanaged the election. 86%, 81% in some of the constituencies in West Bengal. Sreeram, I've never seen that high a number, unless it is. You get what I'm saying, right?
See, Mr. Rajiv Kumar, I've exposed him left, right, center in Twitter, in X. He promised to hold elections on a Wednesday for Karnataka because it is not a weekend, so that people will come and vote. Every phase, it was either a Friday, Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, not a single phase he held the election on Wednesday. Maharashtra election happens in a single phase in Assembly. He conducted in 5 phases in Lok Sabha. Would you need to? Why is it that not a single phase happened on Wednesday? And why on earth would he follow Rahul Gandhi and Zubair? These are the questions asked. And when these were exposed, immediately unfollowed them. Why is he there? Where he is there? I don't know. In fact, BJP government also has to have a lot of answer, because some journalists tell me that he's an hardcore Congress supporter. If he's an hardcore Congress supporter, how is he sitting as a chief election commissioner?
Somewhere the BJP has this thing. They stick it to themselves. I mean, you've got to do some. Listen, this goes back to, anyway, 10 years ago, when a list of 27 bureaucrats that are UPA friendly was given to Modi, told them, you remove all these people, otherwise you'll not be able to accomplish a lot of your things. Only 3 or 4 were removed. That too not by Modi. That was by persistent efforts on part of PGurus and Swami. All of you who hate Swami, understand one thing. He has the interest of the country at heart. Don't just keep on saying he hates Modi, therefore I hate him. There is a reason for that. That is his politics. I'm not saying anything about it. But when it comes to the country, that is the first thing that he thinks of. Anyway, so let's take some questions. JVC, a lot of questions are being asked, and let's take some questions now. You're okay, even if it is a little dull, I can still see.
I think power will come. Power, it's just we have a 100% backup.
Yeah. So Rohit Akshay wants to know, Jai Shri Ram, do you see Uddhav stand on Waqf reforms as a sweep for NDA in Maharashtra? What will be BJP's strategy in Haryana, as they have no alliance there, and Jat agitation seems to add fuel to the fire?
See, I think you need to give me some time as far as Haryana is concerned. I need to look at the.
Yeah, we'll come back on that one. Yes.
Yeah. So as far as Uddhav's, we don't know.
Oh, sorry. One second, JVC. We'll come back to this question. We have to touch upon J&K. J&K, please.
1 second. Now, Saitesh, now close the window. Now you open the window. AC is on.
Please, J&K. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Let's hope the power doesn't go again.
Yeah, it'll not go. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's
go ahead.
Yeah, as far as Jammu and Kashmir is concerned, let's look at the manifesto or the promises, so-called promises, the 10 things which BJP is talking about. J&K. Now, the first thing is, these are the questions asked by Mr. Amit Shah. Does the Congress support the National Conference promise of a separate flag in Jammu and Kashmir? Does Rahul Gandhi and Congress party support the J&K NC's decision to restore Article 370 and 35A and thereby push Jammu and Kashmir back into era of unrest? Here I have a question. I want to show to our viewers Rahul Gandhi standing with the Constitution. Do we have that picture?
Yes.
I want to ask Mr. Rahul Gandhi, does this Constitution have Article 370 or not? If it is the latest version of the Constitution, it will not be there. Question number 1. Question number 2, let's go back to Jammu and Kashmir promises by Article 370, removal and all those stuff. Now, Article 370 and 35A were abrogated on the floor of the parliament. it was signed by the president. Supreme Court has given its judgment because it said it was a temporary phenomenon. I think Article 370 is a temporary provision. This was something which was told by the Supreme Court. Now, National Conference disrespects Parliament. National Conference disrespects the presidential office. National Conference disrespects the Supreme Court and says it will reinstate. Let's go back to the promise of Jammu and Kashmir National Conference. Now, a party which is disrespecting the constitution, is Rahul Gandhi supporting that party? Doesn't it imply that Rahul Gandhi and Congress are also disrespecting the constitution? Am I asking the right question, Mr. Iyer?
Absolutely right question. You know what? This guy is going to go out hit wicket, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, because he has to go on the back foot to defend this. Because what I'm hearing is that National Conference and Congress are in an alliance in the Jammu and Kashmir elections. So this will be a tacit approval of whatever the heck NC is going to be promising. So, Mr. Rahul Gandhi, you are on the back foot now. Answer this question before you start mouthing off on something else. Go ahead.
Next one I want to ask is, why can't some legal luminaries go to the Supreme Court against National Conference promise, saying that it is contempt of Supreme Court? Forget about anything else, it's contempt of Supreme Court. So let's go to point number 6, because we have a person by name Rahul Gandhi who talks about OBC, SC, ST, OBC, SC, ST. Point number 6.
Yeah.
Point number 5 and point number 6. Let's talk about this. The alliance has exposed the Congress party's anti-reservation stand. Does Congress support J&K NC's promise to end reservation for Dalits, Gujars, Bakrawalas and Pagadis? So where is your fascination? Where is your love? Where is your commitment towards social justice, to OBC, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe? Now, before August 5th, 2019, OBC, scheduled caste and scheduled tribe did not avail reservation in Jammu and Kashmir. It was only after the abrogation of the Article 370. That is the reason why Mayawati also supported on the floor of the Rajya Sabha. What is the Congress chance on the social justice? Caste census you're talking about, but you want to remove reservation for the OBC, Dalits and tribals, and particularly the tribal community in Jammu and Kashmir. What answers does Rahul Gandhi and Congress party have for this? Rest of the things are all fine. We all know pretty well. National Conference leaders, what they would say. I remember that famous dialogue. We stand with nationalists at Delhi. We stand with secularists in Jammu. We stand with separatists in Srinagar. I repeat, we stand with nationalists at Delhi. We stand with secularists at Jammu. We stand with separatists at Srinagar. So National Conference, what they are made of is well known. But why is Congress standing with them? Those are the questions which I would like to ask Mr. Iyer.
Yes, indeed. A very, very crisp presentation of what is happening in Jammu and Kashmir. Thank you so much. And one takeaway, I hear something interesting about how BJP ensured the defeat of National Conference in Anantnag, if I remember correctly. Where did Engineer Rashid win?
Yeah, he won there only.
Anantnag, right? So they ensured National Conference's defeat there.
Yeah.
Was it BJP or somebody else? I don't know. But certainly somebody did a good job.
Somebody did a good job. And both
Mahbooba did a good job.
Mahbooba Mufti also lost. And also both the dynasts lost. Because two families wanted to control the entire Jammu and Kashmir. And third family will provide the logistic support.
Yes, let's hope good things come to the state, and we'll have to just stop at that point. Let's take some questions. Let's go back to Rohit Akshay's unanswered question. Do you see Uddhav stand on Waqf reforms as a sweep for India in Maharashtra? What will be BJP's... let's not talk about Haryana, just this one. Yeah.
See, I wish it happens, but I do not know, because see, it is about how well you take it out. Uddhav Thackeray is now tasted a very easy way of winning an election, which is basically get Muslim votes, which he never used to get. Because, if you have to get the Hindu votes, you have to mobilize them, you have to go convince them and get them into the booth. But you're just anti-BJP, automatically Muslims will come and vote. So if BJP is able to take this to Marathas, OBCs, and SC, STs, then yes. Otherwise, at this moment, I'm not seeing it happening. I wish it happens. There is enough time.
Next one, please. Magnet Ranga wants to know, nice to see you, JVC. Unlike all these years, would Siddaramaiah be made to pay for his acts of corruption if proved? He has been a successful survivor.
He himself has said he is a successful survivor. I don't think, it's going to nail down him, because Karnataka High Court has also given the relief for him. So as a result of which, he is living one more day. He's living one more day. He will fight one more day and live day by day. That's what it is. So he has survived, and he has proven to be a survivor. But this is the
next one.
Last time probably he can be nailed.
Others are also getting old. NN wants to know, sir, Uddhav Thackeray open supporting peacefuls. Will it impact his Marathi voter base?
I think in Mumbai it is going to impact. That is the reason I'm bullish as far as BJP alliance winning 16 to 19 seats, and it can go up to 21 also, because there are certain places where if they decide that if the Uddhav Thackeray openly hobnobbing with Muslim community is going to be felt, then there could be a lot of Maratha voters who might say, what is the point in voting? And the point here is that, are they going to vote for BJP, or are they going to vote for Maharashtra Navanirman Seva, Raj Thackeray? That is the question. In fact, there are certain places where BJP should also give a tacit support to MNS. Like, take the case of Worli. In Worli, Aditya Thackeray got 72% votes in 2019 assembly election. In 2024 Lok Sabha election, the difference between SSUBT candidate and Shiv Sena Eknath Shinde candidate at Worli assembly segment was hardly 6,000. It was 48% and 43%, which goes on to show that slowly Marathi Hindu community are realizing that Uddhav Thackeray has gone rogue and there is no point in being and going with him, and that could impact.
To say it in English, in Tamil, Uddhav Thackeray is Uddhavada Thackeray. Next one, please. Thank you so much, Vani Satyaram. Thank you so much, Vignesh Prabhu. Good to see JVC superb analysis. I agree with BJP should contest at least 165 plus seats. Problem with BJP is full of internal saboteurs. They are openly saying BJP shouldn't do over Hindutva.
See, you can't win election without Hindutva. Because what is BJP? How BJP has won? BJP has won election based on Hindutva. Because what is Hindutva? Hindutva is not, because let's understand, as long as Hindus are there, then the India can be secular. So Hindutva itself means that it accepts all. So that's an agenda. So they should have Hindutva agenda, and that is what is going to help. I can tell you, in places like Nizamabad, where we worked, we openly said it's Jai Shri Ram Modi, and that's how Telangana gave 8 seats to BJP. If there was any kind of vacillation, in fact, Arvind Dharmapuri, who was the MP, clearly told the Jeevan Reddy, who had come from Karimnagar to contest in Nizamabad, he said, you didn't come to contest in Nizamabad out of love. You came to contest because in Karimnagar there are less number of Muslim, and Nizamabad you have more number of Muslim. You are assured of their votes, and that is the reason why you came to contest here. And that united Hindus in favor of BJP. Let us understand that. Let us not go back on what is your pet theme. Your pet theme is Hindutva. You promised Article 370 abrogation from 1950 onwards. You promised Uniform Civil Code. You promised Ram Mandir. Now these are things which can win election for you, not anything else.
Next question, please. This is the last question, I think. Vignesh Prabhu wants to know, thank you, Vignesh Prabhu. Out of syllabus, why BJP commemorated Karunanidhi? It doesn't give anything to BJP. It creates more irritation among core voters.
See, basically, he has been a 5-time chief minister. He had played a role in national politics. There is nothing wrong in doing what they did. So we all know about Karunanidhi, because my stand is completely clear. Let's understand one thing. India as a country, the politics has been, there is a decency which has been practiced. Now, when did this decency stop? This decency stopped in 2014. Who stopped it? Is it Narendra Modi? Now, the hatred towards Narendra Modi that one family has ensure that the politics of this country goes down to the worst nature. Because I have seen Abhishek Singh Manvi and Arun Jaitley sharing a very nice conversation in the floor of the Rajya Sabha when the Lokpal bill was about to be passed. I have seen how Narendra Modi ji went and appreciated Pranab Mukherjee. I've also seen, in spite of differences, in spite of corruption charges, Narendra Modi giving appointment time and again to Sharad Pawar and telling openly that he was a mentor, because at one point of time, between Gujarat government and UPA, there was no channel of communication and it was going towards chaos. That is the reason Sharad Pawar took the initiative, saying that a state like Gujarat, we need to coordinate, and he became the coordinator between the UPA 2 government and Gujarat government. He appreciated. And that is the reason why Narendra Modi gave, Padma Vibhushan to various people. Now, the point is, there can be ideological opposition, there can be political enemy, but this is my feeling, there should be political decency. What BJP did was political decency. If they go about next step, then we can criticize. At this point in time, I don't see anything wrong. Okay. Even in a television channel, when we sit down and debate, before the debate, me and somebody like Tishin Poonawalla, we share jokes, we talk to each other, we are friends, good friends. After, same. But that 60 minutes is a different story altogether. That's how I see it. You may disagree.
Very
with
well
me,
answered. Very well answered, JVC. I think there is somebody has contributed at the national level, and these are the leaders that people look up to. I mean, today Stalin is what he is because of his father. That man was a crafty little guy, very, very crafty guy. So, JVC, always a pleasure to have you on our channel. By the way, I'll let you in on a secret. You know where JVC used to be before he became what he is today? He used to be with the DMK party. So he knows a thing or two about DMK. But always a pleasure having you, JVC. He'll be back next week. Hopefully, we'll talk about Haryana next week. And viewers, the number of people who is watching is a gross injustice to talent of Mr. JVC. Of course, this was a new time that we chose. Next week also 10:35, right? 10:35 next week also. Yeah, same start time. Time. And please share this thing amongst all your groups, and also please do like and subscribe to our channel if you have not already done so. JVC, namaskar, and looking forward to seeing you again very soon. Thank you.